Robert from Washington, does the Copenhagen meeting concerning the world events have anything to do with Genesis 49, 16, and 17? Not really. But is it not strange that this meeting is going on, and right at this moment, and we are led to believe that the temperature in the last 50 years has raised 5 or 6 degrees, which is absolutely ridiculous. I happen to have lived in the last 50 years. I know better. Houston, Texas, this year, 2009, had its earliest snow in history. And even as the Copenhagen meeting is going on, the center of our nation and up north is blizzards, freezing cold. And even right now in this state of Arkansas, I think it's 23 degrees out there. Boy, that is really global warming you got to worry about, you know. Just be sure you have your top coat with you. It's a bunch of nonsense. You know, if you can let a bunch of fruit cakes convince you that this global warming is destroying our nation when people are freezing, they can sell you anything in the world. You could be conned into anything and made to believe anything. Like I said the other day when we were on this same subject, do you have a thermometer? Then keep your own records, and you will see that there is no change. Our Father promised in the 8th chapter of Genesis that we would always have hot and cold. He'll keep his hand on the weather. He will keep his hand on the thermostat concerning this world, and man has nothing to do with it. Bunch of nonsense. You know, really what it amounts to is people conniving to overtax nations. I mean, to tax people out of their very existence if they're not careful. If the global warming thing goes through and cap and trade goes in, wait till you get your electric bill. Wait till you get your gas bill from gassing your car. You haven't seen anything yet if you believe this bunch of fruitcakes. You know, and the thing is, the beauty of it is that we've already found out from the internet that the highest scientists are joking with each other about fixing the records. I mean, falsifying them. And the politicians go right on with it like as if it never happened. There should be an investigation like never before. I really believe that the American people have just about had it with fruitcakes. It's time for a change. Peter from California, Passover, Pastor Murray, are we to anoint the doorpost with olive oil the day before sundown on the Passover? Not necessarily. I mean, if you want to do it, go ahead. There's nothing scriptural that says to do that. The only time you would do that is if you had something bothering your family or your home, to anoint it, to drive out anything that is bothering or negative, as Luke chapter 10 verses 19 so declares. Pastor Murray, what does prophetic mean? It means a prophecy coming to pass, that a thing is prophesied that it will come to pass. Whether it does or not depends whether it's a true prophet or not. Linda from Illinois. My nephew was diagnosed with schizophrenia in his early 20s. Our Father loves his children, and when a person has a handicap, God overlooks. He with the hand and the stroke of love, he's not going to judge anyone in that condition for their action. I have a question. This is Alan from California. I have a question. Where did God come from? Well, it's real simple. What did he say? Iya Asha Iya. That's when Moses said, Who am I going to say sit me in? What is this? I am that I am. And that's all the information he gives us at this time, and I accept that because I know he's very real and all powerful. Someone you certainly do not want to cross. That is to say, if you want his blessings, and his blessings are ever, ever so very, very important.